And a pleasant good afternoon to all of you tuning in today on YouTube and Mixler. Spencer Bohm with you here as we get set for a cross-divisional game between the Bombers of Sedalia, Missouri, and the Peak Prospects of Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome to the campus of Simpson College, 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines. Sedalia is one game out of playoff contention at the moment. Des Moines is several games behind, and the Peak Prospects for this doubleheader today will be starting Kyle Snyder in game one, who's had a good season up to this point, left-handed pitcher from Highland Community College and a native of the Grimes area, western suburb of Des Moines, and he is pitching to his former high school teammate, Dallas Center Grimes, Isaac Short. First, second, and third for Des Moines, Liam Gilbert, Weston Barber, Alex Barrett. Bubba Thompson is the shortstop. Jalen Ziegler, Carter Thomas, and Tanner Short in the outfield, left to right. 1 through 9 for Sedalia. Dane Wimberly, Caleb Briggs, Zach Renard, Zach Dillman, Indy Stanley, Jack Pruitt, Chase Stumfall, Ryan Rattone, and Sam Benz. Pitching for them will be Antonio Escano in the bottom of innings today. Sedalia is coached by Logan Bexton, assisted by Parker Lutz. Des Moines is coached by Tyler Willis and assisted by Joel Sampson. Mentioned before, Prospects several games out of the third place finish that they would need in the North Division. They need to win. They need to win now and almost every game for the rest of the year. And it starts today. So here is Dane Wimberly leading off. Bombers. It'll be the Merchants tomorrow. The Bombers are 15-21 on the year. About a half a game out of third place. Des Moines is 14-21. First pitch is a swing and a ground ball at 1:57 p.m. Bubba Thompson, the shortstop, will find Liam Gilbert at first. 81 degrees. Doesn't feel like a normal 81-degree summer day in Iowa, though. Clouds are out. Light breeze right now at about 9 miles an hour. Humidity is 64%, but again, with the cloud cover up in the sky, much nicer conditions with this turf field normally reflecting the sun. So Wimberly is retired on the 6-3. Here's the left fielder, Caleb Briggs, left-handed batter. First pitch, a slider and a strike, 0-1. So one away, scoreless here, top of the first. This is a pair of 7-inning games. Curveball, 0-2. Snyder, left-handed pitcher. $14 on his jersey. Swing, foul, ball, 0-2. Snyder, 6'1", from Highland Community College, which is in Kansas, but he is a native of the Des Moines area. Outside, 1-2. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. This is a turf infield, natural grass outfield. 1-2 count on the board. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Base is empty. Two, swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Here is the throw to first, and it is in time. So first strikeout thrown on the day.
Next up, the right fielder, number 19, Zach Renard.
By Kyle Snyder. 2 outs on the board. Here is Zach Renard, the right fielder for Sedalia. First pitch down in the zone called, 0-1. Southern Arkansas Division II school, Great American Conference. It's in Magnolia, Arkansas. Down in the zone called again, 0-2. 2 outs on the board and the bases are empty. Oh, 2. Low and in, 1-2. Snyder has both started and relieved this year for the Peak Prospects. Inside, Deuce is wild. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down, and a pair of strikeouts thrown by Kyle Snyder. And the Prospects defense tuned up here to start this game. 0-0 your score as we go into a break here from Simpson College.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Starting pitcher today is Antonio Escano for the Sedalia Bombers. The catcher, Indy Stanley. First, second, and third, Dane Wimberly, Ryan Rattone, Zach Dillman. Rattone is a newcomer, just joined this team from State Fair Community College, so he's on second. Chase Stumpfall is the shortstop. Left to right in the outfield, Caleb Briggs, Sam Benz, and Zach Renard. Bombers are 15-21, third and fourth time, and final time these teams will play. Only chance that they would play again would be in the championship round of the Mink League playoffs, were that to occur. And leading off for Des Moines will be Carter Thomas. He'll be followed by Bubba Thompson. And then Alex Barrett, Liam Gilbert, Tanner Short, Blake Anderson, Jalen Ziegler, Isaac Short, and Weston Barber. Prospects this season, they're 14-21 on a 3-game losing streak, trying to right the ship here late in the year. Prospects have seen Antonio Escano before, played during the doubleheader that these teams faced off against each other in. That was back on May 30th. Games 2 and 3 of the season for Des Moines. Games 1 and 2 of the year for Sedalia. Des Moines won them both 9-3, and then in extras 8-7. So here is Carter Thomas leading off for Des Moines. He was an All-Star nominee recently, this past Sunday, played in the All-Star game. He has undoubtedly been the best offensive weapon for the Peak Prospects this year. 29 on his jersey. Left-handed batter from Wayne State College. That's in Nebraska. Swings on the first pitch and fouls it up and back. And the count is 0-1. Swings another foul ball. That one was up and back to the left, just like the last one, so he's fouled off the first 2 pitches for an 0-2 count here. Bottom of the first, we are scoreless. Sedalia did not get a run. They went 3 up, 3 down. Swing, softly hit, bouncing ball to the shortstop. Stump fall, and he fires to first in time. Wimberly makes the catch, 1 away. So that brings up Bubba Thompson. Thomas is retired on the 6-3. Thompson was brought into the home run derby in Chillicothe at the All-Star game. Right-handed batter who leads the team with 3 home runs on the year. First pitch clears the right side of the plate, called for a strike. Outside, 1-1. Thompson from Hortonville, Wisconsin. Swings and lines one towards right, and it is caught there by Zach Renard. 2 away. Here is Alex Barrett. Power hitter from North Iowa Area Community College. He is committed to Winona State, Division II school in Minnesota in the MIAA. That's a great D2 conference. And it starts out with a 1-0 count here, 2 away, bases empty, tied at 0, bottom of the first inning First part of our doubleheader, this will be a 7-inning doubleheader. Left-handed batter. Down in the zone, no. 2-0. 2-0. Swing, foul ball. And the count is 2-1. Low and in, missed. And a hitter's count here for Alex Barrett. Swing, line through the middle, past the pitcher, and it bounces into the outfield. And Barrett is on the board with a base hit. Runner on first. Liam Gilbert, reliable hitter for Des Moines, also named to the All-Star game, comes up to the plate. We are tied at 0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Gilbert from East Central Community College, native of Meridian, Mississippi. First pitch to the low outside corner called, and the count is 0-1. Escano on the mound. Sedalia wearing black tops with white pants. Swing, pop up. That's going to go into foul territory, and the first baseman, Dane Wimberly, makes the catch. And that'll do it. That'll strand Barrett on first. 4 up, 3 down for Des Moines. We are tied at 0. The top of the second is next.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Love Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Zach Dillman leads off. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Sedalia. Tied at 0. Des Moines had a runner on, the only team with a base runner today. Top of the second underway here in this doubleheader. So Dillman, Stanley, and Pruitt are all due up for the Bombers. First pitch is low, and it's 1-0. Breezy, cloudy day today here in Indianola. Sedalia wearing black tops with white pants. Des Moines wearing fade tops. It's black to white from top to bottom and then white pants. 1-1. It's lined away. Right-handed batter, Dillman at the plate. 1-1 pitch. Downstairs, 2-1. Turf infield, grass outfield. Prospects and Bombers are 2 of 3 teams in the Mink League with a turf infield. The other is Joplin. And Prospects are only North Division team with a turf infield. Downstairs, 3-1 hitters count here for Dillman. Sedalia went 3 up, 3 down last time with a pair of strikeouts, trying to get a base runner on here. Called, and it's now 3-2. Fastball got him looking at the plate. Swing and a miss. He got him. Through a changeup.
Catcher, Indy Stanley.
That is 3 consecutive strikeouts. Here's Indy Stanley, the catcher. Number 1 on his jersey. Outside, 1-0. That looked like it hit off of Isaac Short's foot. Went back behind towards the backstop. The count is 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. Swing. High fly ball, shallow center field. Thomas reaches up and makes the catch. And that's 2 outs. So 5 batters face, 3 strikeouts by Snyder. The others ground out, foul out, or fly out, pardon me. Here's Jack Pruitt, the DH. 2 outs on the board. The base is empty. Tied at 0, top of the second. Left-handed batter. Number 6 batter fastball. Strike 1. Pruitt from Moberly Area Community College. I wasn't even looking at that play. My de facto spotter helped me call that one. 0-1. Just downstairs on a curveball. 1-1. It's like having an MLB monitor. All the professional announcers, they just use StatCast nowadays to identify pitches. You could probably call. I have something better. Off speed, swing and a tip, 1-2. It was caught there by Isaac Short there behind the dish. Swing and a miss on a slider. He got him. And that's going to do it. 4 strikeouts by Kyle Snyder. And the bottom of the second is coming up with this game tied at 0.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines, offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game. 0-0, bottom of the second. Prospects have 1 hit today. So far, Sedalia has gone 3 up, 3 down both times. We get 5, 6, and 7 due up for Des Moines in this 7-inning game. Tanner Short, Blake Anderson, and Jalen Ziegler. Tanner Short, Des Moines native, went to Des Moines Roosevelt, is a native, went to Ellsworth Community College, about to go into his 2nd year there, up in Iowa Falls. Check swing, fouls the first pitch back. It's 0-1. Short, if I'm not mistaken, the only peak prospect with a home run in this park. Can't think of anybody else who's had one. The ball does not travel very far here. Swing, high fly ball, foul, and the count is 0-2. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, Escano. Here's the 0-2. Swing, another foul ball. Count stays 0-2, about the same place. Swing, popped up into foul territory beyond the right field line, out of play. Count stays. Oh no, it was caught. Who in the world caught that? Second baseman Ryan Rattone came up with the catch. That's 1 away. Foul out. And Blake Anderson, the DH, to the plate for Des Moines. Prospects coming off a doubleheader in which they were swept 2 days ago by St. Joseph, 4-2 and 12-0. Anderson, 1-hop ground ball bobbled at first by Wimberly, the first baseman. Steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down, bases empty. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Here's Jalen Ziegler from Des Moines Area Community College up in Boone. He is a native of Urbandale, Iowa. Our public address announcer today is our PA guy today is Eric Verhelst, also our statisticians for the games today. And swing and a miss on a pitch veering outside, 0-1. Batted around .337 his freshman season at DMAC, but Verhelst is the sports information director at DMAC, I believe also public address announcer as well. Swing and a tip, and it ricochets off the catcher. He's a little shaken up and hobbling away from the circle at the moment. May have hit him in the kneecaps there. 0-2, 2 outs. Again, want to give another shout out to Bryce Dean, who is essentially he's running walk-up songs today. He's our game day director of operations, and he's also spotting for me today, since he knows way more about pitching than I do. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count. 3 up, 3 down. Ziegler swings and misses on the 0-2, and that'll do it for the second. 0-0 defensive battle so far here in Indianola. We will take a break here on the Peak Prospects Network.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
0-0.
Leading off the top half of the third inning for Sedalia, shortstop number 10, Chase Stumfall.
Is your score. Chase Stumfall to the plate for the first time today. We go down to 7, 8, and 9. Quiet day offensively for the Bombers. Top of the third. First pitch from Snyder. Fastball low inside corner. 0-1. One and one the count. Fastball, 1-2. Stump ball, and then Ryan Rattone, and then Sam Benz all due up here for the Bombers. Off speed, bouncing ball, foul down the first base line. Count stays 1-2. Last year, Des Moines went 3-1 against Sedalia. They play the South Division teams 4 times apiece. Down in the zone called, on the 1-2 count, and that's going to do it for Chase Stumpfall, and the 5th strikeout pitched by Kyle Snyder. He's had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, now 1 here, and the number 2 batter in the lineup. 0-0, or number 2 batter on this side of the lineup. The number 8 batter sends a softly hit ground ball down the first base line. Snyder tried to pick it up and fumbled it away.
No problem.
And that's going to be a hit for Sedalia. First base hit of the day by Sedalia. So Snyder tried to track it as it bounced down the first base line. Couldn't get a hold of it.
Sam Benz.
Kind of deflected it off of himself, and the base hit there for Rattone. He's on first, 0-0, top of the third. 1 out on the board. Here's Sam Benz, the center fielder. At the bottom of the order upstairs, 1-0. Benz from Missouri Valley College, Heart of America Athletic Conference, NAIA school. Those who are fans of Grandview will know a thing or two about Missouri Valley College and some of the others. Only time I ever called a game that was, they just checked on the runner first, by the way. Only time I ever called a game involving Missouri Valley College. Grandview men's volleyball back in April hosted a opening round Heart of America tournament game in Des Moines. They check on the runner again. He's safe. Count is still 1-0 with one out runner on first. Grandview won that one. Believe it was 3-0, but I could be wrong about that. It was only April, but done so many things since then. Kind of hard to remember. That one clips the outside, 1-1. Honestly, even if that game had been last week, I probably couldn't tell you the score. Both schools are the Vikings. I forgot about that. Bryce just reminded me of that. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 1-2. Snyder looking for his sixth strikeout. He's going to check on the runner at first. He is safe. Ryan Rattone with the single moments ago. Swing and a miss. He got him. Sixth strikeout today by Kyle Snyder. No wonder he was named to the All-Star game. I mean, I never questioned it. He's been one of the best pitchers this year for Des Moines, but what a day for him so far. We continue the top of the third. 2 outs, runner on first, Rattone. Dane Wimberly to the plate. And he looks at a fastball for a strike. Curveball, 0-1. Runner goes. Swing, fly ball towards center. Carter Thomas backtracking, and he makes the catch, and that'll do it for the top of the third. The flyout puts an end to the side, and we are tied at 0 here in part 1 of our doubleheader.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the third, 0-0 is your score. 8-9-1 due up for Des Moines. So we'll see Isaac Short and Weston Barber for the first time today. So 0-0 bottom of the third. Both teams have had one hit today and left those runners on first. Isaac Short from Northwestern College, NAIA school in Orange City, Iowa. And he looks at a pitch through the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Orange City is supposedly a very nice town. It's a bit far from Des Moines, so I haven't made the trip up there yet. Swing. That's a drive towards right of center field. A soft drive by Isaac Short. He is retired. Zach Renard, the right fielder, makes the catch in right field. Prospects have remained one hit today. 0-0. Weston Barber to the plate. Des Moines went 3 up, 3 down back in the second. Antonio Escano with his only strikeout of the day back in the second inning. Here's Weston Barber from Southwestern Community College in Creston, Iowa. Just outside 1-0. Swing, bouncing ball to the shortstop, stump fall, and he fires to first in time. Dane Wimberly with the catch. 2 up, 2 down so far. Here's Carter Thomas. 0 for 1 with a 6-3 ground out back in the first. We continue the bottom of the third, scoreless here at Simpson College. Left-handed batter spotting one of the best bullets you'll ever see. if he grows some facial hair, he could become the. Oh, we'll finish that thought in a moment as he sends a ground ball past the second baseman for a base hit.
Shortstop, Bubba Thompson.
So second hit of the day for Des Moines, and just like when Alex Barrett had one in the first, it's a 2-out single. Thompson is 0 for 1 today with a liner to the right fielder. Possible we see Carter Thomas on the move here per Bryce Dean, and swing and a miss. Also per common sense, he's one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive base runner on the team. This guy was born to play baseball. There he goes. Swing, liner, left field. That's down for a hit right in front of Caleb Briggs. Thomas is running. The ball got past Briggs. Here goes Thomas going home, and the Peak Prospects are on the board. Thompson with an RBI, and that brings up Alex Barrett. 1-0 Des Moines, a 2-out RBI with a single by Thompson.
Alex Barrett.
Single and an error. No RBI since the score was on the E7. It bounced awkwardly. Strike one, by the way. Bounced awkwardly by Briggs. And I thought maybe he'd sketch it off the one hop, and then it got by him. Downstairs, 1-1. Barrett has a single today, 1 for 1. So Thompson gets a double. He does not get an RBI. There we go. Yeah, just one of those plays. It got away in the outfield there from Caleb Briggs. Number 8 for Sedalia. Just outside. That's very outside. I'm thinking of Harry Doyle. Bryce Dean says, I am Harry Doyle. Swing fouled away. Yeah, but my choice of beverage in the press box during a game is either water, something caffeinated, or maybe like a Gatorade Fit. Deuce is wild. Runner on second. 2-2. They're going to look at the runner at second, but not throw him out. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Swing, ground ball, a 2-hop to the first baseman. Fumbles it again, but he's going to recover and step on the bag at first. Too little, too late, though. Des Moines tacks on a 1-0 run in what's been a pitcher's duel so far. 1-0. Prospects lead. We'll take a break. Keep Prospects Network.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Here's Caleb Briggs leading off. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Sedalia. 1-0. Des Moines leads this one. Low and away, 1-0. I'm trying to peek through. I certainly hope it doesn't. Liner to the third baseman, Barrett. That's a good play. Briggs lines out. Or, yeah, lines out directly to Barrett over there at third. Barrett caught it above the ground, and good play there. 1 out, base is empty. Sedalia down 1-0. We have begun the top of the fourth. Wow. Over the plate right side against the right-handed batter, Zach Renard, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. On the day, Kyle Snyder has thrown 6 strikeouts and now 3 1/3. Down in the zone, 1-2. That's a Ks per 9 of 1,000,000. Just missed it low, 2-2. Two. Just outside, 3-2. One away base is empty. 1-0 is your score in favor of Des Moines. And correction, the count's actually 2-2. Pardon me. 2-2. That one clips the outside, and it's called for another strikeout. 2 up, 2 down.
Next up,
Zach
third
Dillman.
baseman, number 24, Zach Dillman.
Right-handed batter coming up to the plate for Sedalia. Bombers down 1-0. They make the trip from Sedalia, Missouri, home of the Missouri State Fair. Swing liner away, foul. Battle at the State Fairs, if you will. Des Moines is home to the Iowa State Fair. 0-1 is the count. Low, 1-1. Low, 2-1. Swing, ground ball, Thompson, shortstop, and we'll complete the throw. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. And Sedalia down 1-0 after 3.5. We are halfway through this game. We will take a break on the Peak Prospects Network.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started.
Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Prospects, Bombers, 1-0 lead in favor of the Prospects, and a slider outside by Escano will start the bottom of the 4th inning. Gilbert leading off 4, 5, and 6 due up here for Des Moines. Clips the outside, 1-1. Looked like another slider there. One. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Gilbert fouled out to the first baseman to end the first inning. Back in the third, Des Moines had a single from Thomas and a double from Thompson. Thomas scored on E7. 1-2. Swing, fouled back, and the count remains 1-2. Bryce wants to know, hang tight 1 second, called, and Gilbert is retired. Bryce wants to know what I would do if I walked out after a game and had a baseball-sized hole in my windshield. I would probably cry. I wouldn't actually, but I'd want to. This economy is tough right now, and last thing I need is a broken windshield. It would be my back window or side window. All I could think about is that Safe Light jingle. Foul ball up and away. That was maybe towards my car. That's why I park as far away as possible from the field. Count is 0-1, and I don't mean to criticize Simpson or anybody specifically, but really the entire baseball stadium building community, if you will. Up and in called, or ball, pardon me, 1-1. But why build a parking lot next to a baseball field? I've never understood it. They did it at my school. They had a parking lot right by the softball field that I used to park at. Here's a swing, a line drive towards left field. That's down for a hit. That is Tanner Short with his first hit of the day. And he is on first with Blake Anderson coming up to the plate.
Now batting for the Prospects, the designated hitter, Blake
Prospects lead
Anderson.
1-0 here in the fourth. Gilbert had a strikeout moments ago. Anderson, who's 0 for 1 today, coming up to the plate.
How's he doing?
First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Two-0.
Nope. No, you're good. We'd yell at you if you were.
Foul ball, 2-1. Prospects up 1-0. They've got a runner on first.
Oh, really?
3-1.
No.
Outside, ball 4, and he'll advance to first. So Tanner Short is on second. Blake Anderson walks. Runners on first and second for Des Moines with a 1-0 lead. One out on the board here in the fourth. Ziegler once again from DMAC, Des Moines Area Community College. That's in Boone where the Prospects played their games last year. They played at Memorial Park, though, home of Boone High School. Very nice ball field north of Iowa. Foul ball down the third base line, 0-1. Right-handed batter here at the plate. Right-handed pitcher, Escano. Ziegler swings. Ground ball through the middle. That's a base hit. That could send Tanner Short all the way home. Here he goes, rounding to make it a 2-0 game. And the Prospects lead 2-0. Anderson to second. The bats are connecting for Des Moines. Here's Isaac Short to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Anderson goes to second. Ziegler to first. RBI single. Prospects up 2-0. One out on the board. Bottom of the fourth. And first pitch is called for a strike, 0-1. Swing. That's a liner to the second baseman, and he's going to step on the bag for a double play because Anderson was way off, and that is going to do it. For the bottom of the fourth, but Des Moines adds a run to make it 2-0, and just 3 innings left to go, and we will see Kyle Snyder with his 7 strikeouts in just a moment.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train?
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Top of the fifth, 7-inning game, part one of our doubleheader. And back to the mound for the Peak Prospects is Kyle Snyder. It's been ridiculous today. 7 strikeouts. Left-handed pitcher from Highland Community College. 40 pitches on the day. 48, sorry. 31 of them strikes. Let me just get out my handy little calculator.
Half of the fifth inning for Sedalia, catcher number 1, Indy Stanley.
65%. Well, 64 and a half approximately, but still, it rounds up to 65. Upstairs, 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Two-0 count. Top of the fifth. Swing, pop up, back, foul. Prospects added a run. Where did that go, Bryce? Ooh, wow. Heads up. Right next to a lady at the tennis court. 1-2. Snyder winds up and delivers. Swing, shallow drive to center field. That's caught by the man, the myth, the mullet, Carter Thomas.
The designated hitter, Jack Pruitt.
Here's Jack Pruitt. Sedalia down 2-0. One out on the board. Top of the fifth. Nobody on base. Breaking ball just outside and low, 1-0.
Yeah, luckily enough, he got out of that with a walk.
1-0, low, 2-0. Here's a swing and a pop-up. And that is caught by the left fielder.
Shortstop, Chase Stumpall.
Ziegler retires Pruitt. 2 outs on the board and the bases are empty. No strikeouts here for Snyder, but he's had 7 today. Another swing, fly ball right of center. 2 outfielders on the run, and it's going to be Tanner Short who makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down once again for Sedalia. And we will take a break. Bottom of the fifth is next. Sedalia is down to its last 6 outs. And Des Moines will be batting when we come back.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit stoptextsstopwrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the fifth heading your way. A trio of flyouts, if you will, in the top of the fifth by Sedalia. Just 1 hit for the Bombers so far and 5 for Des Moines today. Here's Weston Barber, 0 for 1 with a ground out. He's hit the number 9 spot and fouls the first pitch away for a foul ball to the right. And the count is 0-1. Still Ascano up on the mound. Swing and a tip and a catch. Count is 0-2. So Ascano's thrown 4 complete innings so far. Allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned with a walk and 2 strikeouts. 1-2 is the count. 53 pitches, 39 of them strikes. 1-2 swing, softly hit ground ball, couple of hops into the pitcher's glove, and Escano will retire Wimberley with the underhand, 1 away.
Next up, center fielder number 29, Carter Thomas.
Underhands it to Wimberley to retire Barber, that is, and Carter Thomas, who's 1 for 2 with a run on the day, scored the run on E7 back in the third. He heads up to the plate. Left-handed batter. Here's a swing and a foul ball, and the count is 0-1. Over the inside of the plate, 0-2. Smartest fans in the building are the pair of fans over there underneath the shade on the sidewalk. Foul ball back, count stays at 0-2. It's stuck in the fence. Unbelievable. Wow. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I just assume it's going to ricochet off, and Bryce pointed at it. Also, I've got this right here. Swing, lifted away, foul, 0-2. The sun is actually peering now through the clouds. A lot of cloud cover today. 0-2. Ooh, that one is outside. And the count is 1-2. One away, base is empty. Des Moines up 2-0. Low, 2-2. Good eye there from Thomas. A lot of foul balls here in this plate appearance for Carter Thomas. He's from Mason City, Iowa. It's home of Nyack, but he does not go to Nyack. Goes to Wayne State Division II, NSIC, and Wayne, Nebraska. Swing. That one's up in the air, popped up just outside the infield stump fall. The shortstop makes the catch, 2 away. Prospects
shortstop Bubba Thompson
scored their first run with 2 outs. Then they scored their second run in the fourth with 1 out. But in this inning, 2 up, 2 down. So far, here's Bubba Thompson, who is 1 for 2 with a double in the third. Double was not an RBI since Thomas scored on the E7. And he lines the first pitch away, foul, 0-1. It was such a weird play, too, back in the third. Caleb Briggs, the left fielder, knew he wasn't going to be able to come up with it. And it took a 1-hop to him, but it got by him. Thompson swings a cannon towards right field. Renard is on the trot, makes the catch, 3 up, 3 down, and that'll do it for the fifth. 2 more innings left. Des Moines does not add a run, but they lead this one by a score of 2-0. 6 more innings needed offensively by the Prospects.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines, offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game. Once again, thank you to Joe Longnecker for being a supporter of this team, a friend of the team, obviously friend of the Evans family, Eric, the GM of co-owner of the Peak Prospects. For Sedalia here, they're down 2-0. We go to the top of the 6th in this 7-inning game. Kyle Snyder back to the mound, fires a pitch upstairs, 1-0. 8-9-1 here for the Bombers. Raton, Benz, and Wimberley. Raton just joined the team, one of several Bombers from State Fair Community College, that is in Sedalia. 2-0 is the count. Snyder, 7 strikeouts today, all through the first 4 innings. Tries to go down in the zone and cannot, and it's now 3-0. 3-0. Ball 4, and Sedalia will get its second base runner of the day. They had gone 3 up, 3 down in 4 out of 5 innings.
Now batting for the Bombers, center fielder number
Just the
6,
second base runner
Moines.
allowed by Kyle Snyder today. It was a single back in the 3rd, and then that walk here in the 6th. Snyder could have been pitching a no-hitter if he had fielded that ground ball down the first base line that resulted in the only hit. Swing and a miss, 0-1, and that's certainly not to take away from anything he's done today. He's been phenomenal. 36 strikes and 60 pitches, 7 strikeouts. Did just walk a batter, but Ben's at the plate here with an 0-1 count, no outs. Sedalia down 2-0. Swing and a miss. That was a curveball. I'll check on the runner. He is safe. Schneider, the lone pitcher from Des Moines, nominated to the All-Star game, although the prospects have had several talented pitchers this year. 0-2. Just missed the upstairs corner. 1-2 is the count. Left-handed batter here. One and 2, no outs. Snyder, left-handed pitcher, winds up and fires. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 8 on the day by
Next up,
Snyder.
the first baseman number 16, Dane Wimberly.
Here's Dane Wimberly. Wimberly on the day is 0 for 2. Strikeout in the 1st, a line out in the 4th. The only Bomber with a hit today is Ryan Rattone, who's on 1st, and he is responsible for both base runners today. That is a ground ball directly to Gilbert. He stepped on the bag. The throw to Thompson, the shortstop, not in time. So fielder's choice to advance, or not a fielder's choice, pardon me, a ground out that advances Rattone to
Left
second.
fielder number 8, Caleb Briggs.
So ground out to first base unassisted. Runner now in scoring position for the first time today for Sedalia, if I'm not mistaken on that. I believe Rattone was stranded on first back in the 3rd. So 2 outs now. Left-handed batter Briggs, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout in the 1st, line out in the 4th. First pitch just misses 1-0. Breeze out here at McBride Field. 1-0. Just missed, 2-0. Tried a slider and missed. 2-0 is the count. Isaac Short, former high school teammate of Kyle Snyder. Snyder, 6'1". Short is not short. He's 6'4". 2-0, 2 out. Runner on second. Bombers first runner in scoring position on the day. We're at the top of the 6th here in a 7-inning game. Sedalia is down 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Called for a strike down in the zone. Beautiful pitch there by Snyder. And the count is now 3-1. (3-1). Swing, ground ball. That's going to the third baseman, Barrett, at the shortstop spot, and he completes the play to first. And that'll do it. A 5-3, 4 up, 3 down. Rattone gets the walk, advances on a ground out to second, but is stranded on his way to third. And it is a 2-0 lead for Des Moines. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and after that, Sedalia will be down to its final 3 outs. We will take a break.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org, brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Here's Alex Barrett. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1. Des Moines leading 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-inning game, part 1 of our header. 4 and 5 due up here for Des Moines. Barrett is 1 for 2 on the day. He had the first base hit of the day for Des Moines back in the first. Pitch clips the inside over the plate, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Barrett is retired. Here is Gilbert, 0 for 2 on the day with a foul out in the first, strikeout in the fourth. Bit of an uncharacteristic start for him. Would not be surprised to see him get a hit here. He's always due for one, at least. Usually more than one, but he's been phenomenal this year. His first 9 at-bats, he had 6 hits. The first pitch misses 1-0. One out, base is empty. Des Moines up 2-0. And the count is 2-0. Three-0. Count here, 1 away. Outside. And Gilbert goes to first on the walk with 1 away. His first time reaching today. 1 out, runner on first. Des Moines up 2-0. We are in the bottom of the 6th in this 7-inning game, our penultimate inning. Tanner Short had a single and a run back in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Great freshman season at Ellsworth. Low, and that is ball 5. Still Escano on the mound. I mean, 5 hits, but only 2 runs allowed, 1 of them earned. Not a bad day at the office. It's just the bats that have struggled against Kyle Snyder today for Sedalia. Sedalia about a half a game out of 3rd place in the Mink League South Division. You have to finish top 3 in your division to make it to the Mink League postseason. Bombers made it to the playoffs last year. It was Nevada that was the 1 team out of the South Division. North Division has 5 teams. Des Moines is in 5th at the moment. Needs to string together a lot of wins. 1-0. Swing. That's a drive up center field, and that is caught out of the sky by Sam Benz. So Tanner Short is retired. 2 outs on the board. That's a fly out to center field. Blake Anderson, who's 0 for 1 with a walk today, comes up to the plate. Left-handed batter, 35 on his jersey. Prospects wearing the fade top with white pants. Sedalia with black tops and white pants. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. 2 outs on the board, runner on first. Des Moines scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th to take this 2-0 lead. Just outside, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Good block there from Staley. Well, it was a catch technically, but still. Stanley, excuse me, he's the catcher for Sedalia. Missed the zone, now a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Payoff with 2 outs. Runner on the move. Anderson, high fly ball, deep right field. Renard at the wall. It's over his head and off the fence. And here goes Gilbert all the way from first. The throw is cut off and he will score. And the Prospects lead this one 3-0. How about Blake Anderson? A 2-out RBI triple to put the Prospects up 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. First time that Gilbert scored a run today. Here's a liner off the hand of the pitcher and a 2-out single. Ziegler with his second hit of the day. He is 2 for 3. Runners at the corners, 2 outs on the board. And here comes the coach for a meeting. To talk to his staff. Two outs. Runners at the corners following that single moments ago. And they will keep him in. Just a brief visit to the mound. You got Ziegler on first, Anderson on third. 3-0 Des Moines leads. Anderson just had the RBI triple moments ago. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Ziegler is 2 for 3 on first. So here comes Isaac Short. 0 for 2 today, looking for his first hit. But what better time than to do that but now? Right-handed batter here. 2 outs on the board. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch is high. Here goes Ziegler. He is fast, and he steals second. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Second base. Yeah, ball.
Swing, fly ball. More of a pop-up, actually. And Stumpfall, the shortstop, makes the catch in the infield, and that'll do it. Prospects add another run. Sedalia down to its final 3 outs in this first part of our doubleheader. We will take a break here on the Big Prospects Network.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Top of the 7th heading your way. 3 more outs needed by Des Moines defense. Kyle Snyder looking for a CG. He has thrown 6 innings with 8 strikeouts. Oh, let me double check that. Yep, 8 strikeouts on the day, and due up to try and save the day for Sedalia. It's going to be 3, 4, and 5. Renard, Dillman, and Stanley again. Sedalia currently just barely on the outside looking in for playoff contention with about 8 days, give or take, left in the regular season. Some teams might play more like 10 or 11 days from now for their last game, depending on rain dates, but First pitch up in the zone. Good start there for Kyle Snyder. Count is 0-1. Renard is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts off the glove of short, high, and away. 1-1 is the count. Sedalia's last currently scheduled game, pending any rain makeups, appears to be Thursday, July 20th. So one day before Des Moines closes its season. Low, 2-1. Swing, liner down right field, foul, 2-2. Reminder, Short is catching for Des Moines. That's Isaac Short. First, second, and third, Gilbert, Barber, and Barrett. Thompson, the shortstop. Ziegler, Thomas, Tanner, Short in the outfield. Tanner and Isaac are not brothers. 2-2. Breeze is strong at the moment. Swing, fouled away. The count will stay at 2-2. Sedalia has been out hit 6-1. They've had a hit and a walk today. A hit in the third and a walk in the sixth. Fantastic day at the office for Kyle Snyder. 2-2. Drops one down but misses away. 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. And going to first on the freebie is Renard.
Now batting for the Bombers, third baseman number 24, Zach Dillman.
Zach Dillman 0 for 2. Strikeout in the second, ground out in the fourth. Right-handed batter coming up to the plate here for Sedalia. Bombers are down 3-0. Des Moines added an insurance run off an RBI triple by Blake Anderson in the bottom of the sixth. So you got one runner on first. You got the down by one runner, if you will, at the plate. And on deck is the tying run outside 1-0. Prospects do have an arm warming up in the bullpen, really stretching at the moment. Can't see the number from here. 1-0. Low, 2-0. Snyder's at 78 pitches on the day with 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit in 6 innings of play. Still no outs on the board, 2-0 count. Snyder looking at first, now kicks and fires. Swing and a tip and a miss, and it's caught, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ball went in the dirt. Runner will not advance, though. The count is 2-2, no outs on the board. So 2-2. Snyder looking for strikeout number 9. Let's see if he can get it here. The pitch, just inside. Now a full count. Good pitch, good decision not to swing as well here by Zach Dillman. 24 on his jersey, right-handed batter. Payoff on the way. That is called across the right side of the plate. And the 9th strikeout of the day by Kyle Snyder as Dillman is retired, 1 away. Sedalia down here in the final inning by a score of 3-0. Renard is on first. 1 out, Indy Stanley 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to the center fielder. 1 in the second, 1 in the fifth. Sedalia has been out hit today, 6-1. Snyder kicks, fires, swing, bouncing ball to the second baseman, Barrett. There's a throw to Barber, the second baseman. And the throw to first is not in time, so no double play. But a fielder's choice will advance Stanley to first, out number 2.
Next up for the Bombers, the designated hitter number 9, Jack Pruitt.
Here's Jack Pruitt, 0 for 2, strikeout in the second, fly out to the left fielder in the fifth. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher here. Kyle Snyder's now thrown 6 2/3, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit. And a chance here for a 7-inning CG. Second part of our doubleheader coming up shortly after this one. First pitch clips the outside, dropping down, and the count is 0-1. Swing, foul, ricochet, 0-2. Pruitt will step outside of the box for a moment, now make his way back. Sedalia about 3.5 hours from here. This is a makeup for a rain postponement from June 17th. Supposed to have a doubleheader here that day. 0-2. Low and away on a slider. The count is now 1-2. You've got Stanley on first via the fielder's choice. Sedalia needs 3 runs. They're down 3-0 here in the top of the 7th. Strike here would end the game. Snyder communicating with his former high school teammate Isaac Short. And he winds up and fires. Swing, high fly ball, right of center field. Thomas is on the run, and he makes the catch, and that's going to do it. Des Moines holds on and wins 3-0 in 6.5 innings. Kyle Snyder, 9 strikeouts and a complete game, and the Prospects win this one. Again, 3-0. They break the 3-game losing streak. And we will step aside and recap this one briefly in just a moment. And for those of you wanting to watch the second part of our doubleheader, it'll be on the same live stream that you are currently on, whether you're on Mixlr or YouTube. We'll take a quick break and a brief recap after this.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
3-0 win in Game 1 for Des Moines. Kyle Snyder throws 7 innings, complete game, 9 strikeouts, 1 hit, 2 walks. What a day for the freshman from Highland Community College as the Prospects take home Game 1 of this doubleheader. Our second game, hopefully about 20 to 25 minutes. Could be earlier, so stay tuned and be sure to check back on the live stream every now and then to see what happens with that. But overcast day here in Indianola, Iowa. 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines, 1 county south, Warren County, and a fantastic defensive and offensive showing for Des Moines. They out-hit the Bombers 7-1 on the day. Sedalia committed 1 error. 3-0 win by the Prospects. Sedalia left 3 on base. They had a total of 4 base runners if you include the fielder's choice that took out one of the base runners in the 7th inning. Well, friends, that'll do it for Game 1. We will keep the live streams running and just run some ads in the background, and we will check back in with you at about the start of the second game. Again, that's usually about 20 to 25 minutes after this one concludes, so stay tuned for that second game. Thank you so much for joining us for Game 1, and we'll be back in just a bit.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council. Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration. Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Only you can prevent wildfires.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A rich man's world. I have turned the song of this beautiful land, but that beauty. A rich man's world. I have turned the song of this beautiful land, but beauty. A rich man's world. I have turned the song of this beautiful land, but that beauty. A rich man's world, a rich man's world, beautiful, but beautiful. A rich man's world, I have turned the song of this beautiful, but beautiful. A rich man's world, I have turned the song of this beautiful, but that beauty. A rich man's world, a rich man's world, beautiful, but beautiful. A rich man's world.
Weston Barber on the mound for Des Moines in Game 2. Prospects won Game 1 3-0. Catching Tanner Short, first, second, and third. O'Hare, Hillman, and Anderson. Graven Good at short. Evers, Ziegler, Morales left to right in the outfield for Des Moines. 1 through 3, or for 9, pardon me, for Sedalia. Dane Wimberly, Caleb Briggs, Zach Renard, Zach Dillman, Indy Stanley, Chase Stumpfall, Cade Paxton, Nick Brainerd, and Ryan Rattone. Chase Schneiders will pitch for the Bombers. If you're just joining us and we're not part of Game 1, welcome to the broadcast. If you are rejoining us, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Mostly overcast day out here. Temperature around the mid-80s, humid, but the clouds have provided a wonderful reprieve from the normal
first inning for Sedalia,
heat reflection that we get
hitter number 16,
from
Dane Wimberly.
The sun on this turf infield. Here's Dane Wimberly, the DH. Game 1 went 0 for 3. And the first pitch recorded at 3:40 p.m.
3:40 p.m. Game time temperature of 82 degrees.
Last game lasted less than an hour and 20 minutes. Outside, 2-0. So Weston Barber on the mound. He has started before for Des Moines. He last game played at second. Swing, foul ball back, and the count is 2-1. Here on the campus of Simpson College in Indianola, Iowa, 83 degrees, humidity at 63%. We've had a breeze throughout the day. Outside hitters count now 3-1 here on Wimberly. Wimberly from State Fair Community College. Shallow fly ball towards left, going towards foul territory, and it bounces in front of the left fielder, Caller Evers, for a long strike, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And that'll do it for Wimberly. He is retired, 1 and away, and Des Moines' Arms pick up right where they left off from last time. Kyle Snyder pitched a 7-inning complete game, giving up a hit and 2 walks, no runs, and 9 strikeouts. And Weston Barber there gets a strikeout for Des Moines. Here's the left fielder, Caleb Briggs, for Sedalia. Making the trip from Sedalia, Missouri. Bunts on the first pitch, but it goes foul, and the count is 0-1. Briggs batted in the 2 spot last time, just like Wimberly before him. He went 0 for 3. Turf infield, grass outfield. Turf was installed just prior to the 2023 season. Outside, 1-1. Barber on the mound from Southwestern Community College in Creston, Iowa. 1-1, swing, popped up into the sky, and this is trailing just outside the outfield. Cole Hillman, the second baseman, will make the catch for out number 2.
Right fielder number 19, Zach Renard.
Here's Zach Renard, also batted in the 3 spot last time. Renard went 0 for 2 with a walk, but he was taken out on a fielder's choice in the 7th. First pitch looks at a strike across the inside part of the plate, and the count is 0-1. So Barber retiring both batters so far. Strikeout on the leadoff. Swing, drive up center field. Ziegler on the run, reaches up to try and make the catch and cannot come up with it. That's going to be a double here for Zach Renard as he advances to second. Sedalia gets a hit here in the first after being 1 hit all game earlier today. 2 outs on the board, runner in scoring position. Zach Dillman, the third baseman, up to the plate.
Third baseman number 24, Zach Dillman.
Bombers are 15-22. Prospects are 15-21. They are in opposite divisions. Upstairs, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one, it's 1-1. Across the plate, inside 1-2, 2 outs. Here's a swing and a drive to center. Ziegler is now running back, adjusts, reach up to the sky, makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the first half of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the first, a runner stranded on second. We will take a break here on the Peak Prospects Network. Part 2 of our doubleheader is underway.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Today's game is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game. Bottom of the first heading your way. On the mound is Chase Schneiders for Sedalia. Cade Paxton is catching. Nick Brainerd, Ryan Rattone, Zach Dillman first, second, and third. Chase Stumfall at short. Left to right in the outfield, Caleb Briggs, Indy Stanley, and Zach Renard. 1 through 9 for Des Moines. Jalen Ziegler, Blake Anderson, Declan O'Hare, Cade Gravengood, Colin Evers, Diego Morales, Jack Mosser making his debut, Isaac Short, and Cole Hillman. So 0-0 bottom of the first heading your way for Des Moines. Here is Jalen Ziegler, who played in the last game. Ziegler was in left field last time, went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a stolen base. Count is 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Swing, foul back, 2-1. Ziegler from Urbandale, Iowa. That is a western suburb of the Des Moines area. Just finished his freshman season at Des Moines Area Community College, abbreviated DMAC for short. Swing, foul, chopper to the left. Count is 2-2. Des Moines wearing his fade tops. Starts a gradient black on the top, goes to white, and then the pants are white. Sedalia wearing black tops with white pants. Des Moines has the third base dugout. Sedalia has the first base dugout. 2-2 count. Ziegler swing and a miss. He's retired, and Chase Schneiders retires the first batter that he faces. 0-0 bottom of the first. Ziegler strikes out. Here's Blake Anderson, the third baseman for Des Moines. Anderson went 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI triple. Back in the first game, Schneiders fires. Can't quite cross the plate. He may have crossed the plate, but in that case, it was low. 1-0 is the count. Ball 2, 2-0. Anderson, native of Urbandale, Johnson County Community College in Kansas. Inside, 3-0. So 3-0 count here. Upstairs, ball 4. And Anderson will advance on the walk. Here comes Declan O'Hare. Did not play in the last game. Got himself a game off. Has played infield for most of the year, but after resting his arm, after being a routine starter at Central College down in Pella, the Los Angeles native has now thrown a small handful of innings and should throw more as well. So 1 out, bases Empty except for first, outside for ball 5. Anderson on first with his second walk of the doubleheader. 1-0. Swing. That is a drive to the shortstop. Stump fall. Anderson tries to get back to first, and he does not. He is tagged out, and that is essentially a double play that's going to put an end to the inning. So Des Moines gets a walk, but only uses 3 batters. We are scoreless as we go into the top of the second.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Top of the second heading your way. Weston Barber, 1 hit, 1 strikeout given up so far. He's on the mound. 5, 6, and 7 make their first appearances of the second game. Indy Stanley, the center fielder who caught the last game, up to the plate. Tied at 0. Here's a liner foul down the third base line. 0-1 is the count. Swing. That's a ground ball past the third baseman, Anderson. This is a fast Indy Stanley rounding first. The throw is off the glove of Cole Hillman, the second baseman, and Stanley will advance to third. They'll try to throw him out. They did not get him. Double and an error by the left fielder, so an error on the throw. And Stanley is 90 feet away off of Sedalia's second hit. 0-0 your score. We continue the top of the second. Chase Stumfall, the shortstop, heading up to the plate. That's a called strike across the plate, right side against the right-handed batter. 0-1 is the count. Stumfall played the last game. Went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Outside, 1-1 from Barber. Stumfall, one of several bombers from State Fair Community College. Same town as Sedalia. Swing, pop up. Not deep enough to score a run. And it's Hillman, the second baseman, who makes the catch, and that's going to do it for Stumfall. 1 out, runner on third.
Now batting
Gaten
catcher,
Paxton,
number 31,
the catcher.
Gaten Paxton.
To the plate. Tied at 0 here in the top of the second, 7-inning game. Paxton, the number 7 batter, he is catching. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0. Also from State Fair Community College. 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. Three-0 pitch by Barber. Crosses the plate, high in the zone, 3-1. Paxton, number 7, Nick Brainerd, the first baseman, is due up for the Bombers. Some of the clouds starting to dissipate out here. Upstairs, ball 4. Runners at the corners here for Sedalia. So Stanley remains on third. Paxton to first. 1 out. 0-0 ball game, top of the second. The first baseman, Nick Brainerd, to the plate. Battle of the State Fairs in many respects. Sedalia hosts the Missouri State Fair. Des Moines hosts the Iowa State Fair. Across the plate again towards the upper part of the zone. That's called for a strike 0-1. Last summer I left Iowa at the end of July, so I missed the State Fair. This year, may have to change that if I stay in the Des Moines area. Swing, bouncing ball, foul. No, it's fair down the third baseline. That stayed in. And Sedalia will score a run. Indy Stanley goes across. Runner is off the first base bag. Throw not in time, and Brainerd is going to be safe there. So Paxton will advance to second on the play. Brainerd to first. And an RBI single. 1-0. Sedalia is on the board. No, make that
Next
1
up,
out.
second baseman, number 25, Ryan Rattone.
Here's Ryan Rattone, who made his Sedalia debut, if I'm not mistaken, in the first game. Left-handed batter to the plate here now, showing bunt, keeps it fair towards the third base line. Barber, the pitcher, the throw not in time to first, and the bases are loaded for Sedalia. So Paxton to third, Brainerd to second, Rattone to first. Wimberly 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. The only strikeout pitched by Weston Barber.
Wimberly.
Wimberly from State Fair Community College, outside 1-0. Prospects home today for this doubleheader. They had yesterday off. They're going to Carroll tomorrow. Swing, foul ball back. Count is 1-1. Sedalia, again, 15 and 22 on the year. They will go to Joplin tomorrow night at 7 p.m. 1-1, swing, high-flying foul ball up and out of the park. The kid is 1-2. 1 out. Kimberly is the sixth batter used. Just outside. 2-2. Pitch, bases loaded. Swing, drive high towards center field. Evers makes the catch. Tagging from third is going to be Paxton. The throw is cut off. The second throw is wide of the plate. And it's 2-0 Sedalia. Brainerd stays on second, Rattone on first. 2 outs on the board. Dane Wimberly gets the RBI sac fly.
Next up, the left fielder, number 8, Caleb Briggs.
Here's Caleb Briggs, 0 for 1 with a pop out to the second baseman back in the first. So outs can be enforced from first, second, and third here. But Sedalia has taken the 2-0 lead. First pitch popped up and back foul. Oh, 1 up in the zone. 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. 2 outs. You got Brainerd on second, Rattone on first. Sedalia has 4 hits today and 2 runs. We're in the top of the second. 2-0 lead for the Bombers, who are 0-3 this year against Des Moines. Inside, good block there by Isaac Short. And the count is 2-2, deuces wild. Outside, full count. Payoff. Called across the inside part of the plate, and that's going to do it for Caleb Briggs. But 2 runs tacked on by Sedalia. The Bombers lead 2-0. Bottom of the second
There was one Des
is
Moines error and
next.
2 runners left out.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit stoptextstoprex.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
We are in the bottom half of the second, and Cade Gravengood just fouled a bouncing ball down the first base line here at Simpson College. Sedalia scored 2 runs in the top of the inning. The Bombers lead 2-0. Across the right side of the plate, Gravengood thought about a swing but didn't go, but it doesn't matter. The count is 0-2. So Gravengood, Evers, and Morales are your 4, 5, and 6 double play into the first. Last time Des Moines had the bats. Swing and a miss, and second strikeout thrown by Chase Schneiders. So 1 out on the board, base is empty. Here's Colin Evers. Left-handed batter from North Iowa Area Community College, that is Nyack for short. Across the side of the plate, away from the batter, 0-1. Schneider's 14 on his jersey. Evers, a native of Waukee, rapidly growing western suburb of the Des Moines area. 0-1. Outside, 1-1.
Remember, there's 2 outs. The inning should be over when they bring in a new pitcher. Only one is earned.
Swing and a miss. Evers behind the count, 1-2.
Well, we would say it's their run towards the pitcher. It's a team unearned run.
And called across the inside part of the plate. Second strikeout and as many batters faced here in the inning by Sedalia.
Diego Morales.
Schneiders. Here's Diego Morales, on base percentage of about .461. Batting .216 on the year. Right-handed batter from San Bruno, California, went to Bryant and Stratton, most recently in Virginia. Outside, 1-0.
One of them would be earned. All of them are team or they're under the pitcher.
1-0.
The last one.
Downstairs, 2-0. Morales, last I saw, 18 or 19 walks on the year. Two and 1. Strike called near the corner. Right-handed batter Morales, 22 on his jersey, joined the team midway through last year as a catcher. He's playing in right field now. Ball 3, count is 3-1. Prospects previous inning had a walk from Anderson. They do not have a hit yet today. Schneiders kicks and fires. Down in the zone, called, full count. Payoff. Outside, and Morales will advance. 2 outs on the board.
Designated hitter Jack Mauser.
And welcome, Jack Mauser from North Iowa Area Community College. He has been on the roster all year, but he has not played yet. And he has traveled with the team. So he has been a part of this program, the Farmington, Minnesota native. So hats off to him for showing up every day, even though he has been playing, and he looks at a fastball across the outside part of the plate. The count is 0-1. Oh, 1. Outside, 1-1. Morales is on first. Des Moines is down 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. 7-inning game, 2 outs on the board. Morales is an on-base machine. 1-1 down in the zone, 1-2. One, 2. Outside. Deuce is wild. '22's on first. Sedalia's got 2 runs. We got the whole package today. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Outside, full count. Bryce Dean here, game day director of game day operations, running walk-up songs today, also helping out with other various tasks all day long. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 3 strikeouts by Schneiders, and that's going to do it. Des Moines down 2-0. Top of the third is next here on the Peak Prospects Network.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Zach Renard will lead off as we welcome you to the top of the third. 2-0 is the score in favor of the Bombers. Spencer Bone with you here. The sun is out. The clouds continue to thin out here, but I'll tell you what, with it being directly above the press box as a fastball crosses the plate for a strike, 0-1. Definitely feels cooler right now. We need this game to end before the sun starts coming into the press box. Swing, fly ball, center field. And Ziegler runs forward to track it down, and that was Zach Renard at the plate, who had a double in the first, but he's now 1 for 2. He's the number 2 batter. We bring up the number 3,
number 24,
Zach Dillon, who had a
Dillon.
fly out back in the first to end the side. This is a 2-0 lead right now for the Bombers. They scored 2 back in the second. Swing. Foul ball and a liner down the right field line, way out in the outfield. And the count is 0-1. One and one. Two and one. Fourth game between these teams. They played in Sedalia, game 2 and 3 of the year for Des Moines. It was the season opener for the Bombers back on May 30th. Barber tries to go down in the zone, 3-1. Des Moines has been out hit 4-0. Here's a swing liner past the third baseman, Anderson. Dillman is on the board. He's going to stay on first with a single and his first hit of the day. And Sedalia, its offense is working well in this second game. 5 hits so far, a 2-0
Next
lead.
up, center fielder Indy Stanley.
Here is Indy Stanley, 1 for 1 with a double. Scored a run as well. Top of the third, 2-0 Bombers. Barber crosses the plate, gets the call 0-1. You got Dillman on first. He's the lone base runner. Indy Stanley, number 5 batter. Swing, foul ball, 0-2. Prospects have only 2 home dates left. They host Chillicothe on the 17th, I believe, and then they host Clarinda on the 18th. A couple of double headers. Swing, ground ball diagonally. Graven good. The shortstop throws to Hillman, the second baseman, who drops it, but he's able to recover for the force out and the fielder's choice for out number 2. Stanley will advance to first.
Number 10, Chase Stumfall.
Chase Stumpfall 0 for 1 today. Played the last game as well. So you got Stanley on first. Sedalia leads 2-0 here in the third. Barber kicks, fires outside, 1-0. Try for the inside corner, a miss. Runner off the plate. The throw to O'Hare, not in time. So Stanley safe on first. 2-0 count. Swing, fly ball left field. Evers takes a few steps up and makes the catch, and that'll do it for the top of the third. No runs scored. The fielder's choice, it could have been a double play, still provided a massive second out. And Des Moines down 2-0. The bats for the Prospects. Back to action in the bottom of the third when we come back.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the third heading your way. Des Moines down 2-0. And due up, it's going to be Isaac Short and Cole Hillman making their first plate appearances of this game. Short played the last game.
For the Prospects catcher, Isaac Short.
So Short, the catcher, makes his way up, right-handed batter facing off against this right-handed pitcher, Chase Schneiders, who's got 4 strikeouts today, 3 of them in the previous inning. Des Moines has no hits yet. They've had 2 walks. Down in the zone called, and the count is 0-1 to start. Ball 1. Isaac Short from Northwestern College. That's in Orange City, Iowa. Swing and a bouncing ball to the second baseman, Raton, and he fires to Brainerd at first to retire the batter. 4-3 ground out. Here's Cole Hillman. Did not play game 1 today. He's at second base now. upstairs, 1-0. Due up is Ziegler at the top of the order. Right-handed batter Hillman. Swing. He chops it back foul. 1-1. Hillman from Hutchinson Community College. That is in Kansas. He is from Iowa. Pella, to be specific. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Pella's an hour away from Des Moines, approximately. You can't speed or else you will get pulled over. Outside, 2-2. Only time I've ever gotten a traffic ticket. And the second time I've ever been pulled over was in the state of Iowa, Jefferson County, Highway 34/163. 3-2. I was making a 10.5-hour drive back to Tennessee. I had some work in Alabama to do that week. And I'm going 83 and a 65. Speed limit should be 70 there. Payoff pitch coming up here with one out. Swing, line back foul. There are no runners on base. Des Moines down 2-0. Speed limit should be 70. It's a 4-lane highway. It acts like an interstate. It has on-ramps and off-ramps. And sure, it's got some... Bryce says, but was it 70? Ball 4. That was a close call. And to first goes Cole Hillman. Here's Jalen Ziegler 0 for 1. Des Moines has its third walk of the day. Ziegler from DMAC. So Schneider's on the turf mound here. When I was driving down here, though, I was passing through West Des Moines. I saw 3 people on Interstate 35 pulled over. Fastball across the plate, 0-1. And there was another West Des Moines police car waiting on the left side of the highway. It was 3 in a row, all on the right side, leading up to Mills Civic. 0-1. 0-2. Called on a strike. Oh, 2, one away. Runner on first. Prospects down 2-0. Tying run at the plate. Outside, 1-2. Outside again. The count is 2-2. Runner on first is Hillman off the walk. Swing, bouncing ball high over the pitcher. This could be a double play. He throws away from the shortstop, throwing error. A fielder's choice, E1. Runners will be at the corners. Des Moines catches a break. One out on the board. Hillman will advance on that mentioned E1 there. Could have been a double play, but instead results in runners at the corners. Blake Anderson, 0 for 0, had a walk back in the first. He went 1 for 2 in game 1, had an RBI triple that put Des Moines up 3-0 in the 6th. Jalen Ziegler, one of the fastest baseball players you'll see in this league. He's on first, inside, 1-0. Ziegler batted .337 at DMAC, put up astronomical numbers his freshman season. 1-0. Ziegler on the run. They won't even try to throw him out, and runners in scoring position now for Des Moines. 2-0 is the count. Ziegler gets the stolen base. He went 14 of 17 at DMAC his freshman season on stolen bases. Downstairs, 3-0 count. Swing and a miss, 3-1. Walk here would load the bases with one out on the board. Des Moines is down 2-0. They've had no hits yet today. Base hit would almost guarantee 2 runs. Inside, and the bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up a quick visit to the mound here. Anderson on first. Ziegler on second. He advanced on an E1 fielder's choice and then a stolen base to second. Hillman to third. Anderson on the walk. Couple of walks here in the inning. 4 walks given up by Schneider. Still no hits yet, no runs, but now the bases are loaded with 1 out on the board. Line score right now, 2-5-0 for Sedalia, 0-0-1 for Des Moines, but that could change here. Declan O'Hare, who lined out to a double play back in the first, comes up to the plate for his second plate appearance on this sunny afternoon in Indianola, Iowa, home of the National Balloon Classic. The Los Angeles, California native who has spent his last 4 years at Central College in Pella, Iowa, with a 5th year coming up. Outside 1-0. Zone location is tapered off a little bit here for Schneider's. Upstairs, ball bounces away from the catcher, but not far enough. He did not expect that one to escape his glove. Only thing the prospects haven't done this year is have a grand slam. Swing, popped up. Probably going to keep the runners on here, and that's going to be a catch there by Nick Brainerd, the first baseman. 2 outs, bases loaded, Des Moines down 2-0. Big chance here for Sedalia's defense to get something done here. Kate Graven got 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout back in the second. Schneiders has thrown 4 strikeouts today, 3 of them in the second. Bases loaded, Des Moines down 2-0. Bottom of the third, 7-inning game. You need some runs here. Ravengood lets one go down in the zone, 0-1. Prospects 15-21 on the year. Sedalia 15-22. Ravengood swings and fouls one to make it a 0-2 count with 2 outs. Low and away, wild pitch, and here goes Hillman to score, and the prospects are on the board down 2-1. Ziegler will advance to third. Anderson to second. So a 1-2 count, and the prospects taking advantage of some defensive mistakes. Outside, Deuces wild. Good eye there from Cade Gravengood, the West Des Moines native. Valley West, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong about that. 2-2. Outside, full count. So here we go. Full count. Runners on second and third. Des Moines down 2-1, 2 outs. Called. And that'll limit the damage. Prospects down 2-1. The strike down in the zone there from Schneiders is timely. His 5th strikeout of the day. And we go to the top of the 4th. Prospects down 2-1.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
7, 8, and 9 due up. Paxton, Brainerd, and Raton here to begin the top of the 4th. Prospects got a run off a wild pitch, but that's all. Down 2-1. Upstairs, 1-0. Weston Barber on the mound. He's thrown 3 innings so far, dealt a couple of strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Low, 2-0. And this is Caden Paxton with a walk and a run back in the second here for Sedalia. Bombers fighting with Nevada right now for that number 3 spot in the division. Swing and a miss, 2-1. You have to finish top 3 in your division to make the playoffs. Prospects have a long way to go here with time running out if they want to get that 3rd seed. 2-1 swing and a high drive to left field, and on the run, Colin Evers makes the catch. And that'll do it for Paxton.
Now batting, first baseman Nick Brainerd.
Nick Brainerd, 1-for-1 with an RBI single back in the 2nd. Top of the 4th continues. Sedalia leads 2-1. Nobody on base. Brainerd's swing, 1 hop on a ground ball to the pitcher Barber, and he finds O'Hare for the out. Ryan Rattone, the second baseman, 1-for-1 with a hit back in the 2nd. Sedalia's 2 runs were scored in the 2nd. An RBI single by Brainerd, who just grounded out. Sac fly RBI by Dane Wimberly, who is next after Rattone. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Barber fires, swinging liner above Anderson, who lost his glove trying to jump and make that catch. That's going to be a base hit. It was a well-hit ball above where the 3rd baseman could catch it. And he'll get second because he threw his glove at it. Single and an E5.
Next up, the designated hitter number 16, Dane Wimberly.
2 outs, 2-1 is the lead for Sedalia. Barber kicks, fires. That pitch is high, 1-0. Wimberly, left-handed batter. Sac fly RBI back in the 2nd. Up and away, 2-0. This turf infield installed prior to the 2023 season. Athletic Director Marty Bell here at Simpson College making a number of facility upgrades. Swing and a miss, 2-1. They renovated their basketball gym. They added 4 new sports here at Simpson prior to the last season. Gymnastics, both men's and women's. Men's volleyball. There was one other, and I can't remember what it was. Women's wrestling, swing, foul ball, 2-2 with 2 outs. And Sedalia up 2-1 and a runner on second. Barber looks at second, and he winds up and delivers. Swing, foul ball lined hard back. So still 2-2. Barber looks at second. Kicks and fires another foul ball. Count is still 2-2. That's 2 consecutive foul balls. Runner on second here for Sedalia. Barber looks at second a couple of times. And that's another foul ball. No, it's actually a fly ball towards right field. And along the foul line, Diego Morales makes the catch. And that's going to do it. 4 up, 3 down. They get the single from Rattone, but he's stranded on second. And we will take a break. Des Moines scored the last run in the bottom of the 3rd. They're down 2-1.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Due up for Des Moines, 5, 6, and 7, Evers, Morales, and Mouser. Chase Schneider's back to the mound. And Evers is warming up. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout back in the second. Bottom of the fourth heading your way. Des Moines down 2-1. Prospects won the first one, 3-0. Kyle Snyder threw a complete game, allowed 3 base runners, and one of those on a hit. 4 if you include a fielder's choice, but fielder's choice left 1 on. All right, here's Colin Evers. Prospects down 2-1, but they've got some of the momentum right now. They had the bases loaded the last inning. They scored their only run on a wild pitch. Error by Sedalia also really helped in that inning. Inside 1-0. Inside and skips off the glove of Paxton right to the backstop, 2-0. So Schneider's trying to attack this left-handed batter towards his body. Right-handed pitcher here on the mound. Light breeze, sunny day. Clouds continue to thin out. Overcast start to our doubleheader earlier, 2-0. Evers swings, and he pops it up. Stays within the infield, and Stumpfall, the shortstop, is the one who calls for it, makes the catch 1 away. Here's Diego Morales.
Right fielder Diego Morales.
Had a walk back in the second. It's a tough out. Came in with an on-base percentage of around .460. Currently in the transfer portal. And he swings the first pitch, softly hit, bouncing ball to the third baseman. Dillman has time to complete the throw. It's low, and he's safe. E5. Morales will reach. Here comes Jack Mouser, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second.
Jack Mouser.
Schneider had a very, very tight start to this game. 4 strikeouts over the first 2 innings. Since then, 1 strikeout and a handful of walks. Still no hits, though, and his defense certainly hasn't helped him today, but outside 1-0. So Morales is on for the second time today. Won't go to his on base, but still has not been taken out yet. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Again, Mouser in his first game, but he's been with the team the whole year. Missed the zone 2-1. Tried for the upstairs corner away from the batter. Right-handed batter, Mouser. The Twin Cities area in Farmington, Minnesota. Alex Barrett, who's on the team, also went to Nyack this spring, is from the Twin Cities, also from Farmington. Morales on the move. They won't try to throw him out. And Morales is safe. Stolen base. Got a good start on that one. Hitters count 3-1. He'll look back at second. Mouser trying to go on base for the first time this season in his second plate appearance of the year. It's a beautiful day out. A little warm, but man. 3-1. Called down in the zone, 3-2. Looks like the wildfire smoke has cleared out, too. The sky has brightened up the last week or two. Payoff pitch coming up here. Runner on second for Des Moines. Swing and a miss, and Mouser is retired. 0 for 2 on the day. Here comes Isaac Short, 0 for 1. 2 outs on the board. Prospects down 2-1. Right-handed batter. Prospects down by 1 here. They scored the last run of the day. That was in the bottom of the third. We are in the bottom of the fourth. And That one is outside for a ball. Morales on second. Swing, rip past the third baseman. Morales will round third and make his way home, and the Prospects have tied the game at 2, but the runner is tagged out on his way to second, and so the Prospects get a run. The single by Isaac Short, but he's tagged out on his way. And the run will score, just to confirm. Run will score, 2-2, and Des Moines is tied it after 4.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train?
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Top of the 5th, heading your way. 3 more innings to go here. Due up, it's going to be Briggs, Renard, and Dillman. Weston Barber back to the mound. Slow start on the mound today, but he has tightened up. Only faced 8 batters over the last 2 innings. Sedalia scored their 2 runs in the second. RBI single by Brainerd, and then sac fly RBI by Dane Wimberly. Des Moines had a run off a bases-loaded wild pitch in the third. And then Isaac Short just had a hit, and Morales scored an unearned run.
Number 8, Caleb Briggs.
And the run was scored in the third for Des Moines. I forgot to mention that by Cole Hillman. All right, here we go. Briggs 0 for 2. Barber on the mound. Prospects have tied this thing at 2. Outside. So now what we need, Bryce Dean, is a deuces wild with this 2-2 score. Yeah, 2 errors by each team. That's wild. Sedalia has out-hit Des Moines 6-1 today. Ball 2, it's 2-0. That one's called. Close call. 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's now 2-2. No outs on the board. Briggs, the left fielder, left-handed batter. Swing, sends one up into the sky on a fly towards left of center, and Colin Evers is going to make the catch. Briggs is retired.
Now batting for the Bombers, right fielder, Zach Renard.
Zach Renard, 1 for 2 with a double in the first, but he was stranded there. And a fly out in the third. Number 3 batter in the lineup. Game's tied at 2. Down in the zone called, and Barber is pinpointing the zone well here in this inning. 0-1 count. Contact, foul ball. Quick 0-2 count here. Oh-2. That one is away, 1-2. Try to slider and missed. I think that was a slider. 1-2. That's fouled back. Count stays at 1-2, and it is once again stuck in the chain link fence. We had one of those earlier, and Liam Gilbert will go and retrieve it. Good job, Liam. 1-2. Base is empty. Swing, pop up. It's probably going to be another foul ball. It's going to be on the press box, possibly. It's still 1-2. So he's fouled off a couple of 1-2 pitches here. The last one got wedged in the chain link fence. 1-2, one away, bases empty, game tied at 2. We are in the top of the 5th. Low and away, 2-2 count. Swing, high fly, foul away. If it's fair, it's gone, but instead, another foul ball with 2 strikes on the board. Two. Just inside and a full count. Ooh, that was close. Good eye there from Renard. Zach Dillman is due up. Low, ball 4, and they get a free base. Renard will walk. So game is tied at 2, still 1 out on the board. That is a massive walk for the Bombers.
Zach Dillman.
Barber and company were making quick work through the first few pitches, but good job there by Renard to foul off a bunch of 1-2 pitches. And now Zach Dillman, who's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 3rd, comes up to the plate. Upstairs, 1-0. Tied at 2. Each team's had a pair of errors. (2-0). 24 on his jersey, right-handed batter. Barber now 4 1/3 innings pitched. That was his 78th, 47 strikes. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, 2 runs, 6 hits. 2-0. Up in the zone called. 2-1. Low, hitters count 3-1 with 1 away and a runner on first. (3-1) pitch. Swing, bouncing ball, foul down the third base line, and it's now 3-2. Tried for the corner and missed. Runner goes to first. Renard advances to second. Dillman with the walk. So you got Dillman on first, Renard on second. Here comes assistant coach Joel Sampson to the mound for a visit. Tied at 2. We're in the top of the 5th. Today's game is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you, and enjoy the game. 515, that is a fantastic area code, Bryce. I came from 615.
789 area code is.
All right, runners on first and second. Game is tied at 2 runs apiece. Weston Barber on the mound. Indy Stanley, the center fielder, who is 1 for 2 with a double and an advancement on a fielder's choice in the 2nd and 3rd. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a fly ball deep left field. Evers on the run. Reaches up and cannot make the catch. That's down. That's going to score a run. RBI single. Zach Renard heads home. Dillman to second. And Indy Stanley with his second hit of the day. He's already got a run today, and he gets an RBI single to make him 2 for 3 on the day. And Sedalia has taken the lead. The score is 3-2. Chase Stumpfall, the shortstop, We'll come up to the plate after this pitching change. We will take a break here. Weston Barber's day is done, and the prospects will bring in Mitchell Bowman, who's been fantastic this year. So Barber gave up just 3 runs, but Coach Willis says time for a new arm, and we will take you to a break.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit stoptextsstopwrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
New arm on the mound for Des Moines, number 17, Mitchell Bauman from Southwest Minnesota State University. Redshirt freshman from Marshall, Minnesota. He's been fantastic this year for Des Moines. Prospects just gave up a run. 3-2 is the score. The lead right now for Sedalia, top of the 5th. This is part 2 of our doubleheader. 7-inning game. Bauman played day 1. He threw a little bit in that loss by the Prospects back on May 29th against Carroll. Up and down season for Des Moines, and they are several spots out of 3rd place right now where they would need to be at the lowest to make it to the Mink League playoffs. And for the Bombers, here is Chase Stumpfall, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and second is Stanley and Dillman. Stanley just had the RBI single, and Renard scored on the play. First pitch down in the zone called, and the count is 0-1. Right-handed batter. It's a right-handed pitcher, Bauman. Mentioned from Marshall, Minnesota. 1-1 is the count. 17 on his jersey. 6-0. 170. At least that's what his weight was this winter. Most likely. That's what we put on the website. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One out on the board, 1-2 count. Just outside, 2-2. Sedalia is 0-3 against Des Moines this year. The last regular season meeting between these two teams is the one happening right now. Sedalia goes on to play Joplin on the road tomorrow. Des Moines goes on the road to play Carroll. 2-2. Inside, full count. Ken Stanley on first, Dillman on second. And Weston Barber has been replaced after throwing 4 1/3. But he gave up 7 hits, handful of walks, and 3 runs. Ball 4, and that's off the catcher, it looked like, but it didn't matter because that's going to load the bases. Stumpfall will advance on the walk-off. The pitching change. You got Stumpfall, Stanley, and Dillman. Here's Caden Paxton 0 for 1 today. Had a walk and a run back in the second, a fly out in the 4th. Sedalia scored 2 runs in the 2nd inning, and they just scored a run moments ago here in the 5th. Again, Barber 4 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 23 batters faced. He threw 83 pitches. Here's a wild pitch that's going to go behind the dish, and that will score Zach Dillman, make it a 4-2 ball game. Pass ball, pardon me. And Paxton remains on the plate. Swing, fly ball, could score another run, probably will. It's going to right of center field. Ziegler makes the catch. He's going to throw, but not towards the plate. 5-2 is your score. And a disastrous inning now for the Prospects, who have given up 3 runs. They're down 5-2. Paxton records the second out, a sac fly RBI, and this inning started out very well defensively. They recorded a quick out on a fly out and looked like they were going to make quick work of Renard, but then he walked, and 5-2 here in the top of the 5th. Brainerd. First pitch upstairs, 1-0. Brainerd is 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the second and a ground out in the 4th. 1-0 count. Swing, popped up, back, foul. Two and one. Lone base runner now is Stumfall on third. That last pitch was low, by the way, for the 2-1 count. So Des Moines going to have 6 outs to work with here, down by 3. Swing and a miss. And Deuce is wild. Prospects have not been stringing together high-scoring innings as of recently. They had a couple massive wins over St. Joe and Carroll, blowout wins, if you will, but lately their offense has been much quieter. Runner on third here, 2-2 count. Swing and a pop-up. Stays in the infield, and it's actually the third baseman, Anderson, who's going to make the catch and retire the side. The damage is done. Sedalia scores a run before the pitching change and 2 more afterwards, and they lead this one 5-2, and this game has changed. Des Moines now in a 3-run hole with 6 more outs to work with.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Sedalia, 3 runs in the top of the 5th. They lead 5-2. 9-1-2 due up here for Des Moines. Hillman will start things out, followed by Ziegler and Anderson. So here we go. Hillman on the day with a walk and a run. Upstairs, 1-0. Prospects, 15-21. Bombers, 15-22. They are in different divisions. Tries for the upstairs corner. Gets the call, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Still Schneider's on the mound. 5 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs. None of them earned. 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, 74 pitches, 35 of them strikes. Low and away, 3-1 is the count. Hitters count here for Hillman, the 5'11 freshman, native of Pella from Hutchinson Community College. Ball 4, and that's going to advance Hillman.
Center fielder, Jalen Ziegler.
Here comes Jalen Ziegler, who is 0 for 2, but he did advance on a fielder's choice and steal second, stranded on third back in the third. Hillman's on first. He scored 1 of 2 runs for Des Moines today. Prospects scored 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. First pitch brings up a 1-0 count. That's Hillman now with 2 walks on the day. Outside, 2-0. Inside, now 3-0. Blake Anderson warming up. 3-0 count with a runner on first. No outs on the board. Des Moines down 5-2. Tying run is on deck at the moment. Outside, and that is ball 4. That'll advance Hillman to second and put Ziegler on first.
Number 35, Blake Anderson.
Meeting here on the mound. Schneider's has had a good day. Let's see what they do here. Giving up just 1 hit, and they're gonna pull him. He has given up 6 walks, despite 6 strikeouts and 1 hit. So that'll be it. We get a pitching change, and the Prospects down 5-2. Tying run coming up to the plate with runners on first and second when we come back. You're listening to or watching live coverage of Mink League Baseball on the Peak Prospects Network.
Here's a fun fact for you. The average chameleon can point their eyes in 2 different directions. On the other hand, the average human can't. So unless you're a chameleon, there's absolutely no way you can focus on texting and driving at the same time. So don't do it, unless you're a chameleon.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Being brought to you by Longnecker Financial Service and Independent
Wesley Rettelberger from Highland Community College. That's also where Kyle Snyder, who threw a complete game, went to this past spring. He's on the mound now. Number 29 on his jersey, right-handed pitcher. 5'11". Played this spring with Snyder at Highland Community College. Prospects down 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. No outs on the board. Runners on first and second for the Prospects. First pitch is outside here against Blake Anderson, who's had 2 walks in this game. He played the last game and went 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI triple. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, low 2-0. Chance here to load the bases. Rettelberger kicks, fires, gets the call across the plate. 2-1. It's towards the inside. Moines has been out hit 7-1 today. Their only hit was back in the 4th. Swing, pop up. This will stay in play. It'll go into foul territory, though. Zach Dillman, the third baseman, makes the catch, 1 away. So that's it for Anderson. The foul out, and Declan O'Hare 0 for 2 on the day up to the plate. O'Hare, 5 on his jersey. Third plate appearance. Runners on first and second. For Des Moines. Rettelberger looks back at second, no throw. Runners on first and second. It's Ziegler on first and Hillman on second. Des Moines down 5-2. O'Hare chops one back foul. 0-1. That's convenient. That went right back to the dugout. So Colin Evers over there holding a bat picked it up for Des Moines. 0-1. Here in the bottom of the fifth, 7-inning game. O'Hare watches just inside, 1-1. Sedalia 2 runs in the second, 3 runs in the fifth. Des Moines a run in the third and a run in the fourth. Each team's had 2 errors today. O'Hare swings and he gets a ground ball between the third baseman and the shortstop to load the bases. 1 out on the board, and that is going to put Hillman on third, Ziegler on second, O'Hare on first. Here's Kate Gravengood, 0 for 2 on the day. Gravengood 8 on his jersey. Looking for his first base. If he gets a walk here, Des Moines can score a run. He's the go-ahead run now at the plate. Up and in, 1-0. Again, Wesley Rettelberger as the new pitcher came in after Ziegler walked. There's 1 out on the board. 1-0 count. Bases loaded. Des Moines down 5-2 here in the fifth. Second time they've loaded the bases today. 1-0. Gravengood swings, flies one on a blooper towards shallow right. That's going to be caught there by Raton. And tagging from third on the out and scoring is Cole Hillman. And the Prospects down 5-3 on that play. Ziegler will tag and go to third. Gravengood, O'Hare will remain on first. Gravengood is out on the sac fly RBI.
Next up, the left fielder, number 10, Colin Evers.
Much needed run for Des Moines down 5-3. Here's Colin Evers, 0 for 2 on the day. Runner goes, swing and a miss. O'Hare, long strides, runs, and now Ziegler running towards home. He's going to be tagged out easily on that throw. A collision there. Both are okay. And that's going to do it. Strand Evers at the plate. And the Prospects are down 5-3 with 2 innings left to go.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Prospects score a run on a sac fly with the bases loaded, but they are down right now 5-3. Mitchell Bauman back to the mound. Ziegler was caught stealing to put an end to the inning. A promising inning as well. O'Hare was trying to steal second. And then Ziegler was thrown out from the shortstop to the catcher on the way home. So that's what happened to end the fifth. And Des Moines had chances. They've had the bases loaded twice today, but only mustered 3 runs on 2 hits.
Leading off the top half of the 6th inning for the Bombers, Second baseman number 25, Ryan Ratone.
9, 1, and 2 due up. Ratone, Wimberly, and Briggs. Left-handed batter. This is now a warm, humid day. The sun is out in full force. Sad to announce that. Swing and a foul tip miss on a strike 0-1. Oh, 1. Bouncing ball foul 0-2. That's down the third base line. Prospects have the third base dugout. Sedalia, the first base dugout. 0-2 pitch. Swing, ground ball. That might make it through the middle. Shortstop Gravegood able to dive on it to stop it from rolling any further, but it doesn't really matter in a base hit. 8th hit of the day by Sedalia. Tone advances. Bombers lead this one 5-2, and they get their leadoff on the board. Top of the 6th continues. Dean Wimberly 0 for 2 at a sac fly RBI in the 2nd. Sedalia scored 3 in the 5th. Des Moines scored 1 to counter. Outside 1-0. Inside 2-0. Mitchell Bauman on the mound still. Came in with 1 out during the 5th. Here comes the 2-0. Swing, drive, right field. Morales on the run. It goes above him. That will put runners on at least 2nd and 3rd. Morales is still tracking it down. They'll wave a runner home. No chance for a throw. 6-3 Sedalia lead. And Tone is the one who scores. Wimberly gets to 2nd. Top of the 6th continues.
Next up, the left fielder, number 8, Caleb Briggs.
Caleb Briggs, the left fielder, 0 for 3 on the day. So that's a double, an RBI double by Ratone. Or Wimberly, pardon me. To score Ratone. Briggs up out in the 1st, strikeout in the 2nd, fly out in the 5th. There's a runner on 2nd. Low and in on a slider 1-0. Light breeze left to right in the outfield. Softball field is visible here across left of center field. They've got turf as well. It's a very nice facility over there. Had the chance to call a couple Grandview games there. They had to move their games because of field conditions back in Des Moines. Swing, foul ball, 1-1. One. Swing, foul ball. It's on the way, high fly that is going to go towards the bullpen. 1-2 count. Outside, 2-2. Two swing. That's a ground ball through the 5-6 seam. We'll hold the runner up at 3rd. But the base is loaded with no outs here. Wimberly, or not loaded, pardon me. Wimberly is going to advance to 3rd. Briggs is going to go to 1st. you had Raton who scored earlier. So a couple of singles here.
Next up,
3
left
singles,
right fielder,
actually,
number 19,
on
Zach
3 plate
Bernard.
appearances. So still 6-3 Sedalia. No run scores. Didn't go far enough for Wimberley to turn from third, but he does advance. Here's Zach Bernard, the right fielder. 1 for 2, double in the first, fly out in the third, walk and a run in the fifth. Sedalia has already scored a run here in the top of the sixth, a 7-inning game. Mike Bonner, the co-college co-hawk, is getting loose in the bullpen. Low and away, 1-0. Low, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Swing, foul away. 2-1. It's a liner to right of the park, I should say. Looks like a house or building or something over there, and doesn't seem like it'd be too easy to hit it, though. 2-1 the count. Runners at the corners. Swing, line drive, left field. That's a hit. Wimberley's going to trot home, and runners on first and second. Another run added here in the sixth, and the Bombers lead this one 7-3. Briggs will advance to second, and Coach Willis making his way to the mound. That's going to bring Mike Bonner in off the RBI single by Zach Renard. So here he comes, the co-college co-hawk, Mike Bonner, jogging his way onto the field with his team down 7-3 here in the penultimate inning. Top of the sixth, 2 runs scored here by Sedalia. And we will take a break and talk more about the pitching change when we come back on the Peak Prospects Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Mike Bonner to the mound for Des Moines. 13 on his jersey, right-handed pitcher from Co-College. Native of Des Moines, went to Des Moines Roosevelt High School, played there his senior year under former Roosevelt head coach Eric Evans, who is just finished his second year as the head coach with Urbandale High School. He's the GM, co-owner of the Des Moines Peak Prospects. Congratulations to his team on a hard-fought season this year. Urbandale Jayhawks, who made it back to the sub-state final, played Southeast Polk last night.
Now batting for Sedalia, third baseman Zach Dillman.
Runners on first and second. 2 runs scored here in the inning for Sedalia's 7-3 lead. Here's a liner fouled down right field, 0-1. So Bonner is in, second pitching change of the day, so third pitcher of the day. Barber was the starter. Oh, and 1 count here. Runners are Renard on first, Briggs on second. Foul ball, count is 0-2. Sedalia scored 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. They had 2 in the second as well to take a 2-0 lead, and Des Moines tied it after 4. They had one in the third, one in the fourth. They've had one in the fifth as well. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. So from Coe College, American Rivers Conference very well represented on this team. Your first baseman, Declan O'Hare from Central College. Head coach Tyler Willis, an assistant at Simpson. Previously, he just accepted the top assistant and recruiting coordinator role at Wartburg and Waverly, another ARC school. Chance here for a double play. It's a softly hit ground ball, but instead, they're just going to go with the throw from the shortstop, Gravengood, to the first baseman, O'Hare. That'll advance runners to second and third.
Now batting for the Bombers, center fielder, Indy Stanley.
And Zach Dillman is retired on a ground out. There's Indy Stanley. Stanley 2 for 3 with an RBI. That is double ground out fielder's choice. Oh, 1. Stanley had a double in the second and a run, fielder's choice in the third on a ground ball, and then in the fifth he had a single, RBI single and a run. 0-1, 1 away, runners in scoring position here for Sedalia with a 7-3 lead in the top of the sixth inning. 0-2 off the call. Good pitch there by Bonner. Stanley is your center fielder. Swing, ground ball, foul down the third base line. The count stays 0-2. So still 0-2, 1 away. Sedalia has out-hit Des Moines today, 11-2. Each team's had a pair of errors. Swing, ground ball, and that is picked up by the shortstop, Gravengood. The runner is stranded between home and third. They go with a 6-2. The catcher, Isaac Short's going to apply the tag. Runners at the corners. So well-played ball there by the shortstop, Gravengood. Fielder's choice will put Stanley on first. Oh, that breeze is so nice. The sun has become pretty annoyingly warm, and nice little breeze coming into the press box right now.
Shortstop number 10, Chase Stumfall.
So Briggs is the one who's tagged out. Renard's going to advance to third. Stanley on first up the fielder's choice. 2 outs on the board. Top of the sixth. Sedalia leads 7-3. Bonner winds up and fires. Runner goes. The throw from short, not quite in time, and actually escapes into the outfield as well. And that's going to score Renard. Tried to find Hillman. But now an 8-3 lead for Sedalia off the mistake. E2 here by the catcher that'll score Renard. Stanley gets the stolen base and advances to third. So he's the lone base runner. Low. 1-1 is the count. 3 more runs here in the sixth. They had 3 in the fifth. Sedalia leading 8-3 now. Down in the zone called 1-2. Low. Short blocks it. Count is 2-2, 2 away. Two inside, full count with a runner on third. The pitch called. And that's going to do it for Stumfall, but 3 more runs added on by the Bombers, and they lead this one 8-3.
For the sixth inning, 3 runs off of
So
4
Prospects
hits. There
down
was
to
one,
6 outs to
Moines
work
error,
with,
one runner left on.
down by 5.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Five, 6, and 7. Colin Evers, Diego Morales, Jack Mouser. 3 more runs given up by the Bombers, or by the Prospects, I should say, in the previous inning. Wesley Rettelberger on the mound. Replaced Chase Schneiders earlier. That was back in the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit. No runs given up. 12 pitches, 6 strikes. Up and away, 2-1. Prospects have had the bases loaded a couple of times, just not been able to capitalize. 3-1 the count. Evers 0 for 2. Looks at ball 4. And we'll head to first.
Right fielder, Diego Morales.
Here's Diego Morales 0 for 1. He had a walk, and then he advanced on an E5 and scored a run in the 4th. Had a stolen base as well. It's a pretty good day at the office for him. No outs on the board. Des Moines down 8-3. He swings on the first pitch, sends it high up into the sky. This will probably be a foul ball. It will be. And the count is 0-1. So you got Evers on first off the walk, his first time reaching. Mouser is due up next. Runner goes. Evers on the way. The throw is wide of the plate. It is caught there by the second baseman, but doesn't matter, as Evers will steal second. So he's in scoring position with Des Moines down 8-3. No outs on the board. 1-1 count here on Morales. Here's the pitch from Rettelberger. Swing fouled off. Paxton catching, Brainerd, Raton, Dillman first, second, and third. Stumpfall at short. Briggs, Stanley, Renard in the outfield left to right. Morales batting, Evers on second. 1-2 count. Low, 2-2. .5:23 p.m. the local time. 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines, Iowa. Swing, ground ball. That's going to the second baseman, Raton. And that's going to be the first out. He plates the plate at first, and Morales is retired. Evers will advance 90 feet away from home. One out on the board. Prospects down 8-3. Here's Jack Mouser from Nyack, Farmington, Minnesota native. Right-handed batter coming up to the plate. Right-handed pitcher, Wesley Rettelberger. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Again, Mouser's first game with the Peak Prospects. He's been with the team all year. Has even traveled with the team despite the fact that he wasn't playing. And here he is, 0-1, low and away. 1-1, good eye. Isaac Short is due up, 1 for 2 on the day. After him, Cole Hillman with a couple of walks. Evers on third. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a tip. Down to the ground, 1-2. One-two pitch. Swing. That's a high-flying foul away. Keeps the count at 1-2. So keeps the plate appearance alive. 1-2 count, one away. Runner on third. Prospects down by 5. Swing and a miss. Mouser is retired. So Evers remains on third. Des Moines down 8-3. Here's Isaac Short, 1 for 2 on the day with a single. 6'4", right-handed batter. Upstairs, 1-0. Rettelberger now, 26 pitches, 13 of them strikes. The reliever today for the Bombers. Tries for the high part of the zone, but goes too high, 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Chance here to put runners at the corners with 2 away. Rettelberger deals. Missed it. Comes Cole Hillman with a pair of walks and a pair of runs today. Oh, just kidding. New batter. Is this Houston Wedgeworth? This is Houston Wedgeworth, who normally is a pitcher for Des Moines, making his first plate appearance.
Hitting number 26, Houston Wedgeworth.
So he has not appeared at the plate yet for Des Moines. Pitcher from East Central Community College, teammates with Liam Gilbert over there. Got runners at the corners here. I have no idea what this guy brings to the table at the plate. And I don't have time to look up his stats at East Central. So here we go. Runners at the corners. Des Moines down 8-3, 2 outs on the board. They're going to try a strong throw to get Short out, but he is safe. It's over at first. So still no count yet on Wedgeworth. Freshman from Meridian, Mississippi. Decatur, where East Central is 25 minutes away from Meridian. Low, ball 1, 1-0. So a good start to his first ever plate appearance with the Prospects. Can he hit it, though? 1-0, swings and lines one down the first base line on a ground ball, that is, but it's fouled. Okay. A little mustard on that one. Doc Fulbright had a few ABs with the Peak Prospects. He actually, one of his first ever ABs with the team, he barreled a double down center field in Chillicothe. Other parks, that could have been a home run. I think Jeff City definitely would have had to be. Goes for the corner and gets it 1-2 with 2 outs on the board. Doug Fulbright is back with his family in Paradise, Texas for the rest of the summer, so hope he's doing well. 1-2, swing. Ground ball foul down the first base line. Count stays at 1-2, but he keeps the plate appearance alive. Outside, 2-2. Deuce is wild. Runners at the corners. Isaac short on first. Evers is on third. 2 outs. Des Moines down by 5. Wedgeworth at the plate. Low, good eye, 3-2. He has a chance to load the bases here. His first ever plate appearance with Des Moines. Been a reliable arm on the mound for the Peak Prospects this year. Yeah, a chance for an on-base percentage of 1,000, says Bryce. Let's see here. Payoff pitch. Runner goes. Ball 4. Doesn't matter. There you go. How about that? Bases loaded. Here comes Jalen Ziegler. Boy, the Prospects need something big here. They're down by 5. Their season is rapidly coming to a close. They're down several spots in contention for a playoff spot in the North Division of the Mink League. Bases loaded, up and in, 1-0. Prospects down 8-3, 2 outs on the board. The base runners, Wedgeworth on first, Short on second, Evers on third, and now a visit to the mound. Wesley Rettelberger, second pitcher used today. Wedgeworth is on first as the pinch hitter. He walked. Fought off a 1-2 count to walk as well. Prospects down by 5, bases loaded, 2 outs. Upstairs, 2-0 now. Ziegler at the plate. He's 0 for 2, fielder's choice and a walk. Strikeout back in the first. Swing, ground ball to the second baseman. That'll do it. He'll go for the force out to the shortstop. And the Prospects down 8-3. As Wedgeworth is the one who's taken out on the way from first to second. And we go to the final inning.
No errors, 3 runners
Here on the
left.
Big Prospects Network.
Do it for the ball.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Service Administration.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Seventh inning for Sedalia, catcher number 31, Caden Paxton.
Top of the 7th, Caden Paxton leads off for Sedalia. Bombers lead 8-3. They scored 3 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Prospects once again had the bases loaded, but left them as such. Mike Bonner back to the mound for Des Moines here. Blake Anderson looks like he's at second base. And Houston Wedgeworth, who normally pitches, had a pinch hitting appearance and got on base with a walk, is over at third now. So that's Hillman, whose day is done. And Mike Bonner begins with a first pitch strike. It's 0-1.
For Des Moines, now playing third base, Houston Wedgeworth, and going from third to second, Blake Anderson.
Swing, line, or foul down the third base line, pardon me. 0-2. Paxton. And gets out on the strike. It's a called strikeout against Paxton. I was about to mention his stats, but it doesn't matter. Nick Brainerd. One away, bases empty. Top of the seventh, final inning here in this doubleheader. Des Moines won game 1 3-0, but that feels like yesterday. First pitch, misses 1-0. One away. Base is empty. Sedalia up by 5. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Pass ball by Bonner. Bonner, 2 strikeouts on the day. 1 1/3 innings pitched. He's thrown 14 strikes in his 19 pitches. Gets the call on a cutter, 1-2. %75 strikes, 1-2. Swing. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, Wedgeworth. And he finds O'Hare at first for the out.
Second baseman, number 25, Ryan Ratone.
2 outs, base is empty, top of the 7th. Des Moines about to head into the bottom of the inning, likely down by 5. We'll see what happens here. Ryan Ratone to the plate. Again, 3 runs in the 5th, 3 in the 6th for Sedalia has really made the difference here. Because outside of that, Des Moines would be outscoring the Bombers 3-2. Swing and a miss on a high pitch. 0-1. It's like a almost check swing. Kept the bat towards his body. Oh, 1. Low, and it bounces off the catcher. 1-1. Nobody on base right now for Sedalia. Tanner Short catching. Isaac Short, pardon me. O'Hare, Anderson, Wedgeworth, first, second, and third. Graven Good at shortstop. Evers, Ziegler, Morales in the outfield. Foul ball, 1-2. One and 2 count. Bonner delivers. Swing, bouncing ball to the first baseman. And that'll do it. O'Hare steps on the bag and will retire Ratone. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. Prospects need a miracle, down by 5 in part 2 of our doubleheader. Their last 3 outs when we come back.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
Prospects down by 5, bottom of the 7th heading your way. Barring any pinch hitters, due up for Des Moines, it would be Anderson, O'Hare, and Graven Good. Prospects won the first one 3-0. Defense was great. Offense did what it needed to do, but they've been out hit in this one 11-2. Anderson had an RBI triple in the last game. He is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks today, in this game at least. Left-handed batter starts out here with an 0-1 count. The pitch. Swing popped up. This might stay in play. It's the catcher Paxton running for it, and it is fouled. So the count is 0-2. Prospects in danger of dropping to 15-22. Sedalia would improve to 16-22. Rettelberger misses the zone 1-2. Rettelberger, the reliever for the starter, Chase Schneiders. He's thrown a strikeout today. 3 walks and a hit has Rettelberger in 2 innings pitched. 42 pitches, 19 of them strikes. Swing and a miss. One away. Here comes Declan O'Hare, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Had a single back in the 5th. Stranded on second. No runners on. Des Moines down 8-3. Swing on a breaking ball, fouled away, and the count is 0-1. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Prospects are on the road tomorrow. It will go to Carroll. 4th time that they've traveled to Carroll this year. They've won 6 out of 4 against the Merchants this year. There's a blooper heading towards the outfield, and that is caught there by the second baseman, Ryan Rattone, running all the way towards the right field line past the first base bag, and that is 2 out.
Shortstop, Cade Gravengood.
There is a fly out to the second baseman. Here comes Cade Gravengood, who is 0 for 2 with a sac fly RBI earlier today. Right-handed batter coming up to the plate for Des Moines. Bottom of the 7th, final out for the Prospects, down by 5. That game against Carroll is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Then they go to St. Joseph the following night. Foul ball up and away. Count is 0-1. Rettelberger on the mound. 2 2/3 now. Chance here to close this game out with a 3-inning performance. Low, and it gets behind the dish. 1-1.
Thanks, guys.
Tried for the corner and missed low. 2-1. Slider outside. 3-1. Prospects down by 5. 3-1 pitch on the way is fouled away, and now a full count. Ball here would put a runner on first with 2 outs. Strike would end the game. Sedalia is 0-3 against Des Moines. Last regular season game between these two teams, and chance here for the Bombers to get at least a little bit of revenge here. The way the first 3 games have gone. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and this game is over. Prospects fall by a score of 8-3. Sedalia gets 6 runs, 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. And though Des Moines won the first one 3-0, couldn't quite keep that magic going in the second game. Well, that'll about do it for our broadcast. We will not do a post-game show today. Prospects are outscored 8-3, out hit 11-2. Sedalia had 2 errors, but Des Moines had 3. And again, 6 errors or 6 runs between the 5th and the 6th was enough for the Bombers. And Des Moines got hits from Declan O'Hare and Isaac Short, and that was it. They left the bases loaded 3 times today. And despite the fact that they walked 9 times, not enough to take down Sedalia.
The ball game for Sedalia, 8 runs, 11 hits.
I'm Spencer Bohm. Thanking you for joining us, and join us tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll just be live on Mixlr, but Carroll will have its own stream through Carroll Broadcasting on YouTube. We will post the link to that live stream on our socials. You can also find the link at minkleaguebaseball.com. You can follow the Peak Prospects by going to dmpeakprospects.com. That is dmpeakprospects.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. For the Des Moines Peak Prospects, I'm Spencer Bohm saying so long. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you tomorrow at 6:30 from Carroll.